Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista orders the Office of Transportation Security to file charges and impose the maximum penalty on the security screener accused of stealing and swallowing $300 from a passenger. In a statement, the Department of Transportation says Bautista has already directed Undersecretary for Legal Affairs, Attorney Rainier Yebra, to assist in filing the complaints against those involved in the theft incident. On September 8, a checkpoint supervisor reported that a passenger lost $300 at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 1. DOTR says CCTV footage shows a female security officer stealing and apparently swallowing the missing cash.
Jed Tamano and Junila Castro are set free after missing for 2 weeks. The two environmental activists visibly shaken, but remaining defiant.
Let's continue to fight to stop reclamation. Let's continue to defend the rights and livelihood of fishermen around Manila Bay.
Appearing at a news conference, they were expected to back the government's claim that they voluntarily surrendered and wanted to turn their backs on the armed communist movement. Instead, they said they were abducted by state forces.
Ang totoo po dinukot kami.
The government stands by its story.
We felt betrayed. That's why we will file the necessary case. What we're after here is just the truth. They went to us. They want to go back to the fold of the law. They provided a statement.
Junila's parents say they believe their daughter and support her advocacy.
Before the abduction, there were soldiers visiting us at home. They said they'd like to help our daughter. So I asked why she would need help. They told me it's to clear her name. But why? She's done nothing wrong.
But with no one backing down on their version of events, a compromise had to be made. The two activists are now in the custody of the Commission on Human Rights.
One thing all sides can agree on is that Jed and Junila are now on safe and neutral ground. The Commission on Human Rights is a government body, but it is known to be independent.
Activists gather in a show of support, highlighting a troubling trend. The Philippines has consistently ranked as the deadliest country in Asia for environmental defenders in the last 10 years, according to rights watchdog Global Witness.
The Global Witness report only documents the activists who were killed. What about those who are being threatened or slapped with various trump-up cases?
As well as land reclamation in Manila Bay, activists say local communities have also been resisting logging and mining activities. They fear Jed and Junila won't be the last to go missing. Barnaby Lowe, Al Jazeera, Manila.
The two environmental activists who were earlier reported missing say they did not surrender to authorities and were actually abducted by soldiers. Junila Castro and Jed Tamano revealed this when they were presented by the National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict in a press conference. Castro says they were forced to surrender and to sign a sworn statement under duress.
Ang tanong na dinukot ba kami o kusa kaming voluntaryo kaming sumurrender. Ang totoo po dinukot kami ng mga militar sakay ng van. Napilitan din kami na sumurrender. Dahil pinagbantaan yung buhay namin. Yun po ang totoo. Hindi rin namin ginusto na mapunta kami sa kustodya ng mga militar. Hindi rin totoo yun naman ng affidavit dahil ginawa yun, pinirmahan yun sa loob ng kampo ng militar. Wala na kaming magagawa sa mga pagkakataon na yun.
The Philippine Army's 70th Infantry Battalion earlier said that the two surrendered in Doña Remedios, Trinidad in Bulacan on September 12 after, quote, leaving the communist movement. Human rights groups also earlier reported that Castro and Tamano were forced into a gray SUV by 4 armed men in front of the Water District office of Orion, Bataan on September 2. In the press conference, Tamano recalls being abducted after an SUV stopped in front of her and Castro while they were walking.
Mark said that he has all the rights to report, to express his opinion and expression, according to the 1987 Constitution Bill of Rights. Mark said that he has all the rights to report, to express his opinion and expression, according to the 1987 Constitution Bill of Rights.
The laptops purchased by DepEd through procurement service of DBM in 2021 are overpriced by 979 million pesos. That's according to the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee after 5 marathon hearings. The committee finds conspiracy by some officials and staff of DepEd and PSDBM to favor some bidders at the expense of the government. The report states DepEd should have purchased the laptops on its own, adding outsourcing to PSDBM resulted in delays and irregularities. And this includes the increase in the price per unit from 35,000 pesos to 58,000 pesos. The Blue Ribbon says that's too expensive, considering the low specs of laptops that public school teachers had to endure. The committee now recommends graft and corruption charges against former Budget Undersecretary Lloyd Christopher Lau, who headed the PSDBM, as well as his successor, Jason Wayan, and other procurement service officers. The committee also wants PSDBM abolished. On the part of DepEd, the committee seeks charges against former Undersecretary Alain Pascua and Undersecretary for Finance Annalyn Sevilla. The committee also wants the recovery of the money allegedly lost to corruption. Tolentino says the order should come from the anti-graft court.